Hello, World Wide Web. I'm Decker Shado, the internet personality who keeps having one heck of a week after another. You probably have seen the title of the video, unless you just randomly click as soon as you see it's from Decker Shado, in which case that's awesome. But there's a bit of a story behind that, of course, and a bit of a story behind why I would sit down and make a video about that, of all things. So please hear me out. So, first of all, how do I know? I haven't taken the test yet. I'm going to be doing that right here on camera. This is unopened. We've got some Binax Now. This is a 2-pack, and there is a reason for that. It's because false negatives are a kind of thing on antigen tests. So the idea is if you are asymptomatic, you take both tests, see if one of them comes up with positive. It could just say negative, and this one could say negative. I don't know. I haven't taken it yet. But I still know I have COVID because I feel it. And it is interesting to point out because I am feeling it a lot faster than I would think that I would. Dobby, don't rub on the tripod. I'm trying to have this an unedited video so people can see that I'm not messing around with this. Hi, Lou, it's okay. It's all right. I'll be fine. I had 2 shots of the vaccine last year. I didn't have no boosters, but it's okay. Because we got the variant we probably got the variant that's like the new one that is like hits you fast but hits you light. It's like a jab, like in boxing, not like, I'm okay, Lou. There you go. Dobby, please don't move my lights. I need those. Anyway, last week I took a day off because I took Sunday off last week Sunday because I had been working the Sunday and then like not really having a full Monday, and it's usually Sunday, Monday are what I consider my days off to keep me from suffering burnout. And there goes my alarm to keep me on time. And so I make sure that I get everything going. And that was working out real well up until I figured out that I needed to do 2 videos a week in order to make the algorithm happy. And then I wasn't able to take my Sundays or Mondays nearly as reliably. And I was slipping back further, and I was starting to suffer burnout again. And I'm like, okay, I gotta see about preventing that. So I'm like, okay, I'm actually gonna take this Sunday off. And semi-regret that. Because, yes, I did need the time. No, I'm not really suffering burnout anymore. Things are still taking their sweet time because of many other reasons, but... Okay, what do we got here? Oh, boy. We got an instruction manual. That's going to be fun. But, instructions. Not differentiate between this and that. Results are this and that. What do I do to make it give me result? Will the test hurt? No, the nasal swab is not sharp and should not hurt. Yeah. Okay, so what do I do? Okay, instructions start here on the last fold. Instructions start here. Before starting, wash or sanitize your hands. Make sure they are dry before starting. Okay, give me a minute and maybe I'll edit this part out. Okay, Lou, I can't touch you because I gotta keep sanitary. Okay, let me see if I can get this in frame. Alright, insert entire soft tip of the swab into the nostril, usually 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch. You do not need to go deeper. Do we need to go even further beyond? Swab time. Using medium pressure, rub the swab against the inside of your nostril. Make at least 5 big circles. Oh God, do not just spin the swab. Oh, you son of each nostril must be swabbed for about 15 seconds. I am not playing this up. Oh God, this feels weird. You knew that was coming. Oh, it tickles. Ha ha ha. Check, did you swab both nostrils? Oh, fuck yeah, I did. Oh, a false negative result may occur if the nasal swab is not properly collected. Okay. And keep card flat on table. Insert swab tip into lower hole. Firmly push the swab tip from the lower hole to the visible top hole. All right. There we go. Turn swab to right 3 times to mix the swab with the drops. Do not skip this step. Leave the swab in the card for the remainder of the test. Okay, do not remove swab. Peel adhesive liner off. Careful not to touch other parts of the card. All right. Close left side of the card over the swab. Oh, jeez. Excuse me. Jeez, that's disgusting. I need some napkin real fast. Wait 15 minutes. Okay. Just give me a sec. Ooh, silica pack. Okay, no problem. I just really need something to wipe my nose with. All right. Okay. Whew. So, 15 minutes they want. Let's set the timer for 15. Got that counting down right now. So, yeah, there's a story of how these weeks have been going. Number one, I took that time off because I really needed it, and I'm glad I did for, rejuvenation, but things got crazy real fast, and they just kept getting crazier. We'll get off the medical supplies. Debbie, no! Okay, his paws were around it. Anyway. Oh, God. Dobby, please. He's smacking his stuff around. Dobby, we might need that test. Excuse me again. This is going to be a very hard one to not edit around because, geez. That in there. That in the. Oh, okay. So that's that. Get this one in here. Get this back in there. And put this away. And get back over here. And cat, please. Stop. Oh, dang it. He's got a little cap. Okay, so the story. Everyone needs the story. The story is the interesting part. So, took the days off and immediately kind of regretted it because the performance of the Zombie Hunter review really was like on a next level downward trend. It was like YouTube immediately was like, oh, you didn't do your second video this week. Well, never do that again. Because every video since I started doing the 2 videos a week being like the number 1 video each week at higher numbers keeps going boom, 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 and then eventually breaking through to having a higher percentage of non-subscribers watch it. The Zombie Hunter review, it still had a slightly higher percentage of non-subscribers watching it, but it started off at like number 9 of the last 10, and now it's kind of scraped its way up to number 5, but it just was, it did amazingly bad considering how well everything else had been doing. So, and that just so happens to be the week I did not do a second video. I'm sure that's just coincidence. But yeah, so bit of regret there, but I felt like, I still really needed that time off. I'll be fine, get back to doing 2 videos a week, no problem. And I'm getting started for the summer special, and I'm feeling good about that, and I'm really liking it. Just what I've got set up so far, and then what was it like? Wednesday was pretty busy because the Zombie Hunter review, the captions, instead of doing the auto transcription, I was trying to see if I could use my script and have that as the transcription that can then be automatically synced up with the audio. But Adobe doesn't allow that. I could only do that through YouTube, which means any kind of fixing of the screw-ups I had to do through YouTube. And that's the website caption editor is so clunky and so unmanageable. I spent 2 hours trying to correct errors, and I only got to about 2 minutes into the video, and I was like, okay, I need to just start over on this in Adobe, because otherwise this is never going to get done. So that's what I spent Wednesday morning doing, was still taking the transcription I had set up from the script, and this time I was manually placing it in Adobe instead of doing the auto transcription through Adobe and fixing errors. The end result was a lot more accurate, and I do like how the captions came out for Zombie Hunter, but it still took a lot more time to do. So that's where all that time got sunk into. But I was like, that's fine. I'm gonna watch the movie, get started on the summer special, no problem. And so then I get up Thursday and I'm ready to launch into writing the script, thinking, okay, I'll just knock out the script today, film tonight, everything is gonna be lined up, it'll be great. And unfortunately, that day, Charlie got, Dobby, don't you dare. Charlie was feeling quite under the weather, to say the least. And well, I was kind of preoccupied in trying to make sure that everything was good with her, around taking care of things around the house as best I could, and just trying to be the good person in that scenario. And then, so Thursday I didn't really get much scripting done at all, so I'm like, okay, no problem. I can finish it really early on Friday, wake up early, start the script earlier than I usually schedule my work, and I'll get that out of there, knock it out, process, spend the few hours it's processing the green screen to do some stuff around the house that I need to do, then bust into the editing, probably get most of it done by that night and finish it off the next day and be able to get a second video out for Sunday, and boom, there we go. And then I got a call where my adoptive mother, she was like, okay, have a problem with the car, need to get a rental car, and we live out in the sticks, so I got to go down near the airport in order to actually get a rental car, so need a ride. So I was like, okay, well, I owe you a lot, so I'll help you out, no problem. Drive down there, drive back, try and work on the script as best I can, get a good amount done, but not nearly as much as I wanted, certainly not all of it, certainly didn't film the video and all that. And then, so I'm like, okay, well, Sunday's going to be a whole ton of work. Saturday's going to be a whole ton of work. I'm going to see what I can get done. It's not going to be easy, but, I just do what I got to do. But I got awakened very, very early on Saturday by a phone call, letting me know that she got COVID. She had COVID when we were in the car together. And so I was in that situation, in that scenario. And I was, we were in the same car, like windows rolled up, air recirculating for like 30 minutes. And she did cough a few times. So it's like, yes, if she had COVID, which she did, I got it. Like, at least I've been in the same situation. If I have anything happen, then it would make sense that it would be COVID. She was like the only person I had contact with that day and what have you. So Saturday, my mind was just like, because it's a bit to take in and all that. After spending how long avoiding it, it's just like, yep, here it is now. But I did have a bit of time to just kind of acclimate to that. It's not like I thought that I'd go throughout my whole life never catching it. It's like it's an endemic disease. More likely than not, every last one of us is gonna get COVID at least a few times in our life. That's just kind of how it is now. So, but it's still like, yeah, after all that, it's quite a bit to take in. So I also am feeling really bad for the fact that I live like with Charlie. We spend a lot of time together, and so if I got the COVID, she got the COVID, and I feel very bad about that. Now we're both vaccinated and what have you, but yeah, and by Saturday night, which is very fast for an onset of symptoms from COVID, go from Friday morning to Saturday night, my throat was already starting to feel a bit weird, like feel a little sore, feel a little itchy. It wasn't like massive, but it was still kind of there. And I'm like, okay, it seems like I got something going on here. Is it just my imagination or what? This morning, I woke up very, very early because my throat was in so much pain. So I say that's a pretty damning confirmation that, yeah, I got it. No matter what this test says, which it's looking like it's telling me I don't. I still got like 5 minutes to sit on this, but I see the control line fine, and sample I don't see shit. So, yeah. It is what it is. So, yeah, I'm just kind of in this situation now. It's like, okay, I need to get 2 videos a week done, and I'm trying to get the summer special going. I haven't let anything stop me from being on time all year yet, but dear God, if I want to get the summer special ready this week, I'm gonna have to skip my days off. Like after I finish up with this, I'm gonna have to take a quick nap, and then I'm gonna have to finish this script and see what I can do. Tomorrow's Monday, I'm gonna have to try and film and edit as much as possible so that Tuesday I can finish editing and upload, and hopefully, Dobby, you'll get away from all this stuff. Hopefully I'll be able to get it posted barring any copyright problems on YouTube, because yeah, there's still the Halloween Kills review. That one is still held up in copyright purgatory. It'd be handy if it would be released sometime soon so that I'd have a little bit extra, like I could say that's my second video for a week, and a second video being a movie review would be like the best kind of second video I could ask for. But it's Universal sat on that claim for like the entire month before rejecting my dispute. So now I have an appeal going on that, and they're sitting on that, and it's got 3 more weeks to go there before either they release it or they give the channel a strike, in which case I'll have another 3 weeks or so having to fight that, telling them please take me to court if you're so sure, in which case they won't, because it's obviously fair use. So it's always fun, always great dealing with the YouTube copyright system, as everyone knows. So yeah, that would be a handy second video to have right now, in case I can't post what I'm trying to post, but I'm still trying my best to get the summer special started on time. I don't feel all that great, but I'm sure that I can put on a face at least for a few seconds to get a line out, like, hello world like that, I'm Dr. Shado, the internet personality with best hair. And this summer there's a lot of stuff that I'm trying to do, and this isn't the script, so I don't know what I'm saying, but if it was, then I might. Just some of them. I don't have to sit there like it's how. Like I said, my throat felt absolutely horrendous this morning. It probably doesn't sound like that right now, because as I talk more, usually when I have a sore throat, it feels better. Because usually I don't have sore throats from screaming, unless I've been playing too much Elden Ring, in which case I do, in which case I shouldn't talk. So it is there is that. Yeah. It's looking like this is telling me no. It looks like this is telling me I don't got COVID. And it's like, really now? So I'm just starting to cough and hack and have a horrible sore throat right after I gave a ride to someone with COVID just as a coincidence? Because that's what they had, and I haven't been in contact with anyone else with any other kind of sickness. Or anyone else at all. So if I caught something from someone and the only person I was around had COVID, kind of makes sense to me. Now I'm hoping that Charlie doesn't have too harsh of symptoms or anything like that. That's my biggest concern here is, of course, her well-being. It's just, I'm supposed to be the guy to stand in the way of all the bullshit in the world, and here I am walking through the door spreading bullshit everywhere, and that's not good. That's not nice. I shouldn't do such things, but sometimes you just can't help it. Like, if I knew I had been in contact with COVID before coming back, I would have tried to find some kind of way to have, can someone else help around for like a few weeks? Well, I could just like sleep in the car for a while. I'll just camp out. Just let that be the situation. But by the time I found out, it was after I had plenty of contact with Charlie. So actually, that sounds like I'm saying something that I shouldn't be. But we spent. God, how we slept together? We're unconscious in the bed next to each other for a few hours, okay? Okay, that's the timer. And yeah, according to the test, I'm fine. According to the test, everything is hunky-dory, and the test is bullshit. Because everything is not hunky-dory. I could take the other test, but that'd be another 15 minutes, and ain't nobody got time for that. It's just the situation that I'm in right now. I'm still going to be trying to get the reviews done, and I'm going to try and get some entertaining second videos out. I've wanted to do the Mexican pizza video, but to do that I need a camera person, and that's not going to work if I got COVID. I can't just be like, yeah, just show up, walk around the house, hold the camera, it's fine. By the way, you might be missing work for a couple of weeks after this, just letting you know that. But here, have a slice of Mexican pizza. I hope it'll make it up for you. But yeah, I got my doggy here, keep me company. I got the cat over here to hate me and knock over my stuff. Yep, I'm fine. No, I ain't. I've just got a magical sore throat. It's a magical sore throat, runny nose, and cough. But yeah. I'm gonna do what I can to make sure that everything is fine. I'm gonna not be in contact with anyone else. I did a shopping run after finding out, but of course I stayed in the car, window up, and I had to tell the Walmart guy, yes, the eggs go in the trunk. I'm not taking them up here. Well, I'm here in a mask with my window up buying COVID tests. Why are you trying to come into my face like this? Put it in the trunk. Hey, that's how it is sometimes, but yeah. Hopefully everything goes smoothly. I don't think that this is going to be an overly bad thing. It's, it's like I said, I had my vaccine. It was over a year ago, but I'd still, like, I don't know. Like, take what you will. I got ginger ale. I got 7-Up. I got chicken noodle soup. I got tea. I maybe shouldn't be saying that because some moderator on YouTube might think that that constitutes medical advice and I'm not allowed to say. I don't know what the rules are anymore. All I know is that I'm going to be feeling like crap but still working my butt off to try and entertain you. And myself, because I really like making the videos. And I'm like, no, you are not going to stop me from doing this. No matter, I don't care. I'm going to keep it up. I'm going to keep doing it. So, thank you all for watching. I have been Shado. And remember, I've been through a lot worse than this, honestly. Let's just roll with the punches.